Imagine it's 4:36 in the morning and you show up at work. You have to sign in to this old ass low-res computer. We're getting ready for a day's work. And after you've checked in through all this hassle in MS-DOS, probably, we're ready to go. Truck's way over here. Let's move over and get going. Welcome to Truck Sim Diaries. In this video series, I record my Euro Truck Simulator 2 gameplay and I use it as a backdrop for my unscripted thoughts on what's going on in my life and the world around me. Now, obviously I haven't recorded in a very long time. Well, I guess there's a bunch of different reasons why. Nothing's happened or anything. It was just a lot of stuff. And I don't know, maybe I needed a break. Either way, I'm back and we're ready to go. We're gonna start from our garage here in Greece, in Athens. We have a series of jobs for the grocery store chain Vilco to complete. So we're going to use this early morning to get ready, hook up the trailer, and then move over to the store and pick up the stuff. So I made some changes in kind of how I play Euro Truck Simulator. I've been going, well, you've been tagging along. I've been going on these really long, from city to city, country to country. And I'm going to try something a little different. Try to maybe stay kind of in the same, well, at least start from the same place. To kind of... to kind of feel like you have a home somewhere. Alright, trailer's loaded up. Let's go. And I've been using, so for the longest time, I was really, skeptical about using AI such as GPT or any other competitor to them or whatever. Reason is I thought that it was degrading of the mind or something. I guess the real reason is that I'm old and it's new technology, and I've been I'm not really on the forefront any longer. Like, I don't really care that much, and I don't really want to know, But I'm also a dad, and I'm very restrictive on social media and technology in general with my kids. I mean, they have iPads that I let them use, but I keep very close tabs on like what they use them for. Also, no social media at all. Stuff like that, and it's not like I'm gonna, give them free access to ChatGPT or anything, but well, I feel like I need to kind of know how to use it, like so that I know how to explain it to them. So with that in mind, I started using it, and I was very surprised on like how good it actually is. So I've been using it for a bunch of different things, like ask it, talk to it like a psychologist, and ask it to solve work problems, cooking, health related, like workout, stuff like that. Also asking it instead of just Googling. It's, I'm impressed. If anything, I was, I'm not, I wouldn't say I'm more comfortable with trusting a computer. But I think it's more like I've lost trust in humans. Because if I Google something, a machine is still gonna show me the results. And the results it's gonna be crap written by a human. Which is the exact same thing that ChatGPT is doing, except there's no cookies. Like, I don't really see the problem with it anymore because, well, mostly because, I think it's more that I lost my trust in what people say and type and call true. Also, I've been using it to do some modding for ETS. It's been a great help, and I've been using it to kind of make, use it as a role-playing tool for the jobs that I take, like how before I was looking at import-export websites,
and then exit right,
and just kind of. So that's a lot of data to sift through, and then I have to translate that into what's available as a cargo in Euro Truck Sim, and just I got this companion who can do it for me, and also like role play. Like now, I am using ChatGPT to make the kind of story behind why. Well, not story maybe, but more like the contract with this food supply store, Vilco. So I got 16 jobs to complete for Vilco in Athens, and the jobs take me from Athens to like the region, and on the destination. So I pick up some food stuff. That's why we have the refrigerated trailer hooked up. And also, it finds, something from the destination city that I can bring back, so that I make money going from Athens, but also I make money going to Athens. And I get to come back here to the same place, which is kind of what I was looking for. I get to spend more time in Greece, which is what I was looking for.
And then exit
so yeah, like I said, I'm really impressed by like this tool. I guess it all, like with any tool, it's it depends on what you use it for. Like I said, I talk to it when I've had good days, when I've had bad days, and I think the support that it gives is, sounds pretty much like any old psychologist at the very base level. However, it's just a tool. Like, use it with caution. You wouldn't use a hammer as a psychologist either, to trust your life to a hammer. You know what I mean? So I think that as long as you're fucking careful, I think it's good.
right, and then
And maybe it's better to use, maybe it's better to use the AI with caution than it is to just fucking blindly trust whatever results the first page of Google shows you. Like, trust me, Google is not without, you know, its bias. I'm not saying that everyone has an agenda, you know, but everyone has an agenda. The agenda is often money. So does Chat
Get
GPT.
ready to turn left.
So just, you know, as long as you're careful, yeah, I think it's gonna be just fine. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with it. Don't need any friends. No, I'm kidding. Here we go, Vilco. The Vilco group. I think we're like in the middle of this 16 job contract or whatever. We're gonna transport cottage cheese. And boy, do I love cottage cheese. 19 tons of cottage cheese. Do you know how much protein that is? Because there's a lot of protein in cottage cheese. I started calorie tracking and protein tracking because I want to fucking bulk up the muscles, you know? And cottage cheese is my new favorite. I have cottage cheese for pretty much everything. Alright, here we go. We're gonna load up the cargo from this spot right here. Yeah, I'm getting used to this. I'm getting used to this terminal here. Like I said, I think like I'm in the middle of the contract, so I've been here a couple times already, and I like it. I like, you know, like coming back. It's a grind. It's a nice grind. I like the grind. It's my grind. And man, it is summer. I'm on summer vacation. So much has happened since the talk last that I don't even know. Like I said, I don't even know, you know, what to tell you. The biggest thing that caused me to stop playing ETS for a while was I started playing this game called EVE Online. And man, EVE Online is such a cool experience. If you don't know what it is a massive multiplayer online role-playing game. I don't know what the name of it. It's MMO. And it's just, yeah, I don't even know where to begin. It's just this gigantic game. I've been eyeing it for like my entire life. I think it's 20-ish something years old. And yeah, I've been eyeing it, and I knew that, like, if when I start playing this, I am going to, like, you know, disappear a bit as a human. And I don't mean disappear like, well, I guess I do mean disappear, because in the sense that it's going to consume like me. Because I'm gonna, like, knowing how I work, you know, with everything I do, an experience like EVE Online is just gonna, I'm just gonna fall into it, and I'm gonna have a really hard time, you know, looking up from it. Yeah, I think like I saw a, I don't know, it was some commercial or whatever, but that was like, yeah, I'm gonna give it a try, and shit, man, I got pulled all the way in. You know, when you have something really new, fantastic, you know, all I could think about, everything I was Googling, every break I work, I was like looking at EVE Online stuff, just, Stop playing everything else. Just EVE Online, spaceship, spaceship, space. So this is the space game. I don't even know if I can explain it. It is just this gigantic universe, literally. Where you fly spaceship, you
Turn left.
mine things, buy things, other players create things. Everything is like it's a whole economy. Yeah, it's great. So I was pulled into that. Had a great time. Still am having a great time with it, but I think maybe, you know, it was time to come up for air. And some trucking. Here we go, we're turning left. Oh, also, I took some time fixing the setup with the truck wheel. I had this plan of... So, the truck wheel is attached to this giant base that's like the, I don't know, motor or whatever you would call it for the truck wheel. And this thing is huge. I had it mounted on my desk, but it sat a little too high, and the angle of the steering wheel wasn't really, you know, perfect. But now, man, it's great.
Get ready to turn left.
You know, the things that you can do when you have time.
Turn left. Go straight on.
Also, it's hot as hell, so if you hear, I don't know if you can hear a sound in the background. I guess all you can hear now is truck sound noises, but we got the fan, AC units on. It's great. I went on a, just as my vacation started, I went on a trip with my family to, my wife and kids, to southern Sweden, in a region called Scania. Guess where Scania is from. This is southernmost parts of Sweden. And it was great. It was a great trip. It was a great drive.
Turn right.
Saw a bunch of really good looking trucks on the way. And it's weird how I can like I was behind the wheel of my car, you know, going on a road trip. Driving down the road was like, oh, I can't wait to get home so I can yeah, start up the truck game and go driving on the roads. Like, I don't know. I don't know how it works, but that's how it works. Well, that's how I work.
Caution. Please watch the speed limit.
Speed limit's 80, lady. 80, lady. And also, we're waiting for the Nordic Horizons expansion to drop. It should have been here already, guys. What's going on? That's a little... Yeah, they haven't... You know, to be fair, they haven't set a date for it or anything, but they've been teasing it for a very long time. So I thought that they were going to release it before summer, but... I mean, it's in the middle of July, so... I guess maybe an autumn release. I don't know. Who knows how they work? I'm sure it's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to it. Because the last DLC was this, where we're driving now, Greece, and it's just great. Just the details and the natural look of everything is just fantastic. That's kind of why I want to hang out here for a little bit longer. Like as if, you know, as if we would play in a contract. You'd have to, you know, stick around for a bit. Also get to see more, notice more details. Oh, I noticed I forgot to see these yellow symbols down there low. I forgot to drop the lift axles on the truck and trailer. So it'll just stop here. This is a good place to do it. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's better. Not the longest drive, 424 kilometers left. And after we've dropped off the cottage cheese, we are going to go to Rocket Cola or something like that, a soda company that is just north of the place where we're dropping off the cottage cheese, and we're going to pick up some beverages and bring them back to the Vilco terminal where we picked up the cottage cheese. Also, we went over to, on the vacation, on the road trip, we went over to Denmark on a ferry. It's where I think that's kind of where Sweden and Denmark is as closest, or at least it's one of the places where they are the most close to each other. The ferry ride is like 30 minutes. You can see across the well, I guess straight. And we went up on deck to like take a look at, you know, the view. And I can see the trucks loading up. And it's now, if you ignore everything, you know, everything bad about being away from home in a truck for long periods of time, the job looks really nice. I would, for the life of me, not, you know, when my kids move out, don't want to see me again. If my wife leaves me, yeah, maybe. But I'm gonna make sure that she doesn't, and hopefully I am doing something right with my kids so that they will want to hang out even, you know, after. But with the rose-colored glasses, man, it looks so nice. Just like this. And as you can tell, the, well, if you can tell, I don't know if you can, but cab looks a little different. A lot of stuff is gone, like decoration stuff. There was this big update to the game, and unfortunately, a lot of the mods that was all this stuff, they stopped working. So I had to remove a lot of stuff, and you know, it's a little sad, but I had a picture of my wife on a phone here on the air fan thing. Missed that. But what are you gonna do? He'll probably come back. And I've been feeling like, you know, I've been feeling some pressure about recording this. I felt bad for it was like it was so long ago that I did this, and then it becomes this huge thing, and that's really not at all what I wanted with all this. For it to become a point of, you know, something I have to deliver. It's supposed to be relaxing, not stressful, you know? So if this feels extra unprepared, I'm glad, because that's the point. Like, I want to just hit record whenever I feel like it and not make a huge thing. And I can feel that I'm a little tense, I'm a little, you know, not really used to. No, I haven't talked like, this is my, you know, as the title suggests, this is my diary. And also I've been like, I don't know how to feel like, should I do this when my wife and kids are home? Like, I speak English, I live in Sweden, and my household, we speak Swedish, of course. So my kids don't know, they don't understand a word I'm saying. They like it, they're asleep now because it's late. Or they're falling asleep. They like it. They like hearing me talk, but they don't understand what I'm saying, so they can't really focus on what I'm saying. So it's relaxing to them to hear my voice, but also maybe a little liberating not knowing what I talk about, because you know, if I speak Swedish, well, they're gonna fucking know what I'm saying and listen in. Curious little kids.
Keep it right.
So, and I was like, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna wait for... I think I've talked about this before, but like, what am I gonna do? She said keep right? It looks right on the map thing, but we'll see. Like,
Right. And then exit.
so my gaming setup, my battle station,
Exit.
it is in a
Right.
shared like office room with my wife, so whenever she's by her PC, she's just to the right of me. You know, like, I'm not embarrassed at all, you know, recording this and putting it online for anyone to see. Like, even people that know me know that I do this. I don't know if any of them listen in. Don't matter. Or if it's a stranger. You know, I'm an oversharing person. I like oversharing. I like getting personal, because I guess I'm not really comfortable with, you know, being Well, what's the opposite of personal? I know impersonal, but you know, like professional, whatever. I don't like that. I like to skip past. I like to skip past that step and talk to people like I've known them forever, or like we already know each other. But if I do this thing and my wife comes in the room, I don't really know how to feel about it. I have decided to, see it as, I guess I'll see it as a challenge. I'll get used to being red-faced, embarrassed in front of my wife. I've been that before. So, because the alternative is to wait for them to not be home. And well, that won't get you many videos at all, because there's almost always someone home, thankfully. This beautiful home of mine. So you will probably, going forward, these videos might start in the middle of a job, because I found myself also, I'm way overcomplicating this, but that's how I work. It's my diary. You tuned in, it's not my fault you're listening to me. I overcomplicate things. So I start playing this video game, and I'm having fun with it, and I'm thinking, like, I can record this fun and share it with other people who might also have fun at looking at the same fun thing that I'm looking at. And then it becomes this point of performance. Like, I need to be good at this. I need to do this a lot. I need to keep doing it, And becomes this point of, it becomes this pressure, and I find myself not playing because I want to save it until I can record it. But so if I only get like half an hour, I won't play it, but then I'm not playing the game that I like so much as I want to, because it's thing that I need to perform at, and that's not good. So I need to work on that too, to just maybe do short videos, because I'm like, if I can't do a huge job from start to finish with this nice intro that like when I say this, imagine you walking into with a cappuccino or whatever. I like doing it. That's fun. I do it for fun. It's fun, but it's I gotta work on not going overboard with this stuff. So maybe I'll do, like, in the middle of a job, just hit record and see what happens. Wouldn't that be nice? Like, saying it out loud now, it's like, oh fuck, man, that sounds great. I want to do that. I don't want to do the planning stuff. Well, I do the planning stuff with GPT by Dispatcher, of course. That's also nice. Like, it's a lot. Like, I want to have this. This game is not set up to reward you in any way other than it's a nice drive. Like, you can take any job you want. You don't have to. There's no reason to do anything really, except for doing it as fun. But sometimes, you want a little more meat to it. And well, the chatbot gives me that. So I might record, short sessions. Just starting in the middle of a job. Might end it when I have to go, We'll see. I got a good feeling about it. There we go. Sorry. If you're new to this channel, like honking cops. Because everyone deserves to hear the final countdown.
Caution. Please watch the speed.
Nope. That'd be fucking great. Me getting a ticket right after I blast her. Blaster. I wonder if I can get the horns to play NWA. That'd be pretty cool. Alright, let's take a look at the status here. We are very good on fuel. We'll probably, we'll be able to go all the way back to Athens on this tank. We got 98 kilometers left to go, so we're almost there. It's gonna take about 4 or 5 minutes. We need to rest within 7 in-game hours. So I think we can drop off the cottage cheese and pick up the beverages and then get going. But this stretch of highway now doesn't have many resting places. What to do? Yeah, we'll see when we get there. Or when we're ready to leave, we can take a look at the map, find a good resting spot. been talking about going abroad with the kids. We haven't traveled much. We haven't traveled abroad with since we had kids, me and my wife. Norway, Denmark, and Finland doesn't count because it's almost the same country. But we've been thinking about, you know, the kids have been asking, but pretty much because the kids are asking for it. They hear their classmates or whatever go to these, you know how it goes. Someone does something, everyone wants to do it. But I'm like, yeah, you know, maybe it's time. I don't know. But like, looking at the temperatures, like, yeah, there's no fucking way. Me and my wife, we have the same complexion, and naturally, biologically, so does my kids. And, well, as I could tell you, well, as you can probably tell by the thundering AC in the background, I don't take kindly to heat. I turn red just thinking about the sun. So maybe we'll go, you know, late autumn when you kind of need it the most. Well, I guess when I need it the most will be
At the roundabout.
January.
Second exit.
That'd be nice, while the water is still warm. Or would it be better to go
Exit
early
now.
spring? Maybe we can try both.
Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left.
Here it is. Wilco sign.
Your destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
Let's step outside and see if... Oh, here it is. So I'll swing it around, point the truck this way, and then just reverse it in. The truck's changed a little bit. Earlier I had the front of the two back wheels lift. Now it's the back, and that makes it when I lift the back wheel, the wheelbase will be a lot shorter. Makes it more maneuverable. Also, I lift the front wheel of the trailer, and that'll move the pivot point. Like right now, when all three axles are down, the pivot point is in the middle of the middle axle. But if I lift the front of these three axles, the pivot point is going to be right here in between these two wheels, or in between these two axles rather. So I'm going to move the pivot point of the truck forward and the pivot point of the trailer backwards, making it a quite maneuverable truck and trailer combination. All right, axles are up. Let's turn it a little more. And when I concentrate, I get really quiet. So when I'm doing the hard part, I can't really talk. Gonna do a pull-up a little bit too far to the right. And make sure I don't hit these containers or compressors or whatever. There we go. All right. We are delivered. Let's unload. Quick look at the stats. The job was 461 kilometers. We used 37.8 liters per 100. No damage, thankfully, 31 minutes. for for Krista. The city names are in Greek, and well, I can't read that, so we went from here to here with the Scania S. 19 tons of cottage cheese for 3.5 stars. 5 stars for damage, 1 star only for distance, because, well, obviously 5 stars out of 5 for fines, 5 stars out of 5 for fuel economy. That's good. 2 stars out of 5 for mass, because we're a little light with only 19 tons. But it is what it is. We made 9,900 credits. We paid a little fuel and taxes and stuff, which in the end gave us only 8,000 credits. So not too much, but we're doing it because it's fun. All right, we need to sleep in 3 hours and 40 minutes of game time.
Get the job.
Which is not a lot. So we're gonna go and look at this, and it was Shuttle Cola, not Rocket Cola. You'll understand why I not really remember the exact name of it when we get there. But bye-bye cottage cheese. Wish I could keep you. But got cola business to attend to. Alright, leaving the depot, double check. Lift axles are up, which is good because we're not carrying anything. So they can stay up. In-game time is 4:20, 4:18 in the afternoon. And though it would be nice, it's not really time for that yet.
Get ready to turn left.
Could go for a kebab though.
Turn left.
And not only was I looking at trucks, I was looking at this YouTuber who does this for a living. It just looks so fun with all the tiny little problem solving you have to do with hooking up cargo and toll booths, and I don't know, maybe it's not fun at all, but it's just, I don't know why, I just find it appealing. Think we're gonna make it before these guys come honk at us? I don't think so. We can be fast if we want to be fast. Alright, next rest stop we see, we're gonna take.
Go straight.
Otherwise, I'm just gonna forget it and I'm gonna have to rush. I don't like rushing. Keep right. We're going to the left.
Roundabout. Take the third exit. Exit now.
Oh, that's... Am I causing catastrophic accidents? So, I thought two people were idiots. That probably means that I was the idiot. Normally does. I should have blocked both lanes
Get
more
ready
than I
to
did.
turn right.
That's what caused the accident, because I was in the inner lane exiting.
Turn right.
This looks like a nice little town. Just imagine spending your vacation like a hotel. Just walk around on these bitty bitty sidewalks. They drive huge fucking trucks right through them. So apparently they're making a, like, this is a coach, this tourist bus. They're making a coach, a tourist bus mode for this game. So you'll be able to drive tourist buses. And I am not interested in driving a bus. Never have been. I'm old enough to say that I never will be, because I might. But I was listening to like this stream. The devs were streaming like when they dropped this news. And they were like, they were like, yeah, we put all this effort into making these great looking European cities. And our truck drivers, they just spend a couple seconds driving right through them. No stop and look. And also, like, what are we gonna do? Make a cargo depot right at by the Eiffel Tower? So they were like, yeah, we're making a tourist bus expansion because we put all this effort in and we want you to we want someone to see it. It was sounded kind of cute. I could relate. Sometimes you just want to be noticed, you know. Alright, let's learn from our mistakes and use these rear view mirrors. I should drop the lower mirror a little bit, because I got a blind spot there. Well, yeah. There we go, Shuttle Cola.
Turn left.
All right, entering the depot checklist. Lift axles are up. We have no cargo, but lift axles should be up either way. The depot for the added maneuverability. Oh, we can scout out our pickup place. It's right there. Oh, that one is difficult.
Here we are. Safe and sound.
Last time I did a pickup like this, I used this slot here to the left to fit the truck in. It was really fiddly. I don't know. Hopefully this one will be a little bit better. I need a better setup than this. But boy, it's so comfortable with the new setup of the steering wheel, like the angles of everything. Can I fucking squeeze by here without... Yes, I can. Okay, let's... Do we have anything on our right side? We have a beam coming up. Let's see if we can... Nice and close. And now I'm looking at where the back wheels are coming into position, and when they're where they're supposed to be, I'll try to straighten it out, see if it's good enough. Well, game says this is okay, but I'll do a pull-up. I overshot a little bit. Not centered, but straight. I'll take it. Let's load it up.
Drive safe.
So when we're in cities, the in-game time moves not as fast. So there's still 3 hours and 4 minutes left of in-game time before I need to sleep. So that's good. Alright, leaving the depot checklists. Drop axles, lift axles are dropped. Beacons are off. That's right. It's gonna take us about as long as it took to drive here, because we're going back to the same place where we started. In-game time is 20 minutes to 6. So it would be time for a break. We're good on fuel, so we don't need that. We got 1,618 kilometers in the tank, but we only need to drive for 456. So there's that. Let's use this. Let's use this little stop and take a look at the map. We're here. Let's filter for resting places. Oh yeah, there's plenty. I'm gonna go. I've been here. Yeah, this was shit. I'm not gonna use that one. I'm gonna go with this one. 47 minutes of in-game time, so it's great. It's perfect.
Turn left.
No, you know what? Let's do the other one. Let's do the hard one. This one. The reason why I didn't want to do it because I couldn't couldn't get it to work last time. But I probably did something wrong, and
Turn left.
yeah, like I said, I gotta work on making a fool of myself. Get more used to it. It is really narrow. I'm a little nervous, but I guess that's fun. You know, we don't do these things because they're easy. When I was younger, me and my wife, we used to visit, her sister lived in Barcelona. So we used to visit, and this reminds me a little bit of that, these tight neighborhoods. That was really nice. I miss that. Like, yeah, I want to go back in time and just slap myself and tell myself to enjoy my youth a little bit more than I did, but yeah, that's not how it works. But yeah, I
At the
wish I could go
roundabout,
back in time
take
for
the
1
first
week.
exit. Exit now.
Here we go. Here's the thing.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Or am I misremembering? Yeah, I am
Right.
misremembering. This is not at all what... Oh, shit! This is not at all what... Well, it'll be fun either way. With our 22 tons of shuttle cola. I used to play this game called Arma 3. It's a military shooter game. And the setting of that game was based on some Greek island. I didn't think much of it then, but I guess they did a really good job because they kind of recognized the environment. Oh, this is I won't be able to sleep here because it's a garage, so I have to purchase to be able to sleep, I think. Or I could if I park. Yeah, I'll park the trailer here and see if I can sleep if I park next to this DAF. I'm gonna back up the trailer. Disconnected. Alright, let's get some rest. In-game time, it's 6 o'clock. I guess if we kept going from morning, we'd be pretty tired by now, but, like, I don't fucking know. After 4 hours of sleep, I would wake up, and I would have to use the bathroom. Guy is still there. I think this little hotel thing where I could use the bathroom. Yeah, probably. Or would this be like the offices of the... Yeah, this would be the offices. Yeah, you'd probably not like it if I would... And I don't speak any Greek. That's such a good looking truck though. Let's get 4 more hours of sleep. 3 in the morning. The irregular sleeping hours, the lack of a consistent bathroom and showers, like the things except for the how much I would miss being away from my family. Those are the things that would probably destroy me. Drop the axles, raise the truck, and finish this. Probably it will be a sunrise ride. On the other hand, like the part of the nomad life that will be what's so appealing about it. Is have everything you need here in the cab. Simple,
keep right,
appealing,
and then turn right.
awful.
Turn right.
Sorry. Can we... Oh shit, there's a bus behind us. My biggest problem is that I don't think the buses are very cool. So I don't think the...
At the ramp.
However, there are
Take
bus
the
mods
second
and like functional bus mods with like theoretical people at bus stops and timetables and stuff to keep it. It's pretty cool for, you know, like I can appreciate, you know, the people want it and they make it a little complex, a little in-depth. You know, more power to them, but yeah, I don't think it's...
Exit now.
Buses, bad. Trucks, cool. Don't really make sense, but...
Caution. Please mind the speed limit. Caution. Please watch the speed limit. Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Oh, come on. Ambulance should know better. So I started calorie tracking, and that's fun. What you do is you look into how many calories what you're eating, like weighing the stuff, just to keep track on how many calories you eat, how much protein, how much carbs, how much fat. I want to get a little bit leaner. Also want to build muscle, so I need to be in a caloric deficit and eat a lot of protein and work out. Goal is to be a little sexy. But it's fun. I got a, I wouldn't say I have a problematic relationship with food. I am not very big. I'm at 75 kilos, so I'm not huge. I just want to drop a little bit of fluff, gain a little bit of muscle. But what I've noticed is that, like, if I eat bad, since I at work I am very active. I work as an electrician, so there's a lot of running around up and down ladders, carrying heavy stuff back and forth. You know, I move a lot at work. And if I eat like trash, I will not become this huge slob or anything. But I don't really get hungry. And I noticed that people are very different, because a lot of people are really struggling with this, with like not having snacks late at night. For me, it's not a problem at all. Thankfully. But I rarely feel the joy of food, and I'm gonna start cooking a little bit more. And see if I can, through the theory of optimizing what your nutritious intake, if I can make it interesting. I eat a lot of these calorie counting and looking into the foods that I eat. I've noticed that there's a lot of like calories that just sneak up on you or whatever, if you're I guess if you're ignorant, like I have been, like bread, butter, olive oil, just going to town with it for no good reason.
Keep left.
But I eat a lot of these meal shakes. I like it because I don't have to mess around with food as much. So my protein intake is pretty good. But I can do better. I've been hitting my protein goals almost every day. And that's good. That's interesting. Hence the cottage cheese. Because it's both nutritious and delicious. We'll see where it goes. It's also good for motivation. I got motivated into lifting more weights. I've done strength training for years, but mostly I've been doing calisthenics, push-ups, sit-ups, working with your body as the counterweight. And I like it, but I'm a bit shy, so I haven't really been going to gyms a lot. But yeah, I guess I'll change that or get better gym equipment at home. We'll see. But it's fun to lift really heavy weights and get your I forgot what it's like to have your muscles just exhausted to the point that you're shaking. We're gonna move over that bridge. You can see on the right hand side of the screen. We're going across this bridge now for this Vilco contract thing that I'm doing. I've been going over this bridge. I think this is like the I don't know, sixth time, fifth time, something like that. Yeah, it's nice. I like I don't know, is that weird? Just wanted to do this, go same road over and over again. Seeing it different times of day, different amounts of traffic, different weather. Are Greek's road signs both Greek and English?
Caution. Please mind the speed.
Because like I said earlier, I live in Sweden, but our street signs are all in Swedish only. Of course, because We're in Sweden. But I wonder. I have a Greek friend. I'm gonna ask him. Almost there. At 145 kilometers left to go for about 7 minutes. No need to rest. No need to go for gas. It's a quick delivery and then take the truck back to the garage.
Caution. Please watch the speed limit.
Oh shit, I forgot. I got questions. Let's see if I can do this while I'm driving. So, I take these questions from the subreddit, a couple different subreddits. Such as the subreddit Ask Men Over 40, stuff like that. And I kind of use it as a base of to start a conversation, or a monologue in my case. But I feel like I'm talking with you. We don't have that much time to go. But I got a pretty light one. This one is from Ask Men. So at reddit.com/r/askmen in one word. I have an 8-hour solo road trip this weekend. What should I listen to other than music? And if that were me, I would listen to history documentaries, history documentary podcasts, or history documentaries on YouTube, which is pretty much the same thing. You don't have to look at there's rarely any interesting footage. The single best one there is, which is like leagues ahead of everything else, is a podcast called Hardcore History by a guy named Dan Carlin. And it is great. Multiple hours. If he has, what was it, 8 hours or 6 hours, he won't even, that's like 1 or 2 episodes from Dan Carlin. He makes these marathon episodes. They're literally, one episode is 6 hours long. You could just pause it if you don't want to sit through 6 hours straight. But yeah, one, because obviously interesting. But also it's healthy for your mind, you know, because it helps you understand the present through the past. For instance, if you think about the war that has been going on since World War I, how like everything changed with World War I. There was one world before it, and then that world doesn't exist anymore. We only got a couple minutes, but like they were riding horses for forever with swords and spears and shields and shit. Like Dan Carlin talks about this a lot. Like you could take Napoleon's army and Genghis Khan's army, or you know, Spartans from ancient Greece, which is like thousands of years apart. And you know, the armies will be, you know, they'll be a match for each other. Who's the better horse rider? Who's the better archer? You know. But the army from the first year of World War I doesn't stand a chance against an army from the third year of World War I. And that just continues from there. And it's not only technology, but like it reshapes the map. Like nothing has changed the world as much as World War One, because World War One
Keep right.
unavoidably leads to World War Two, and World War Two leads to the Cold War, and the Cold War is still going. So, you know, it's just this short period of time with this one single war that we have, you know, divided it up into segments, but for the most part, it's still like it's the same conflict. It just keeps going. My friend from Greece has answered. I'm gonna read it. Let's see if I can. Don't use your phone and drive. He says, as for the signs, it depends if our politicians stole the EU money for the signs or not. In busy roads, the signs are in both languages, but you can find a lot of them are just in Greek. Some are just poorly translated. One of the best things with visiting Greece is that I could visit my friend who lives there. I would really want that. All right, we're here. Almost.
Exit right.
I'm starting to recognize this because I've done it so many times now.
Right. Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
This turn is a little covered by that bush.
Keep right and then turn right.
Betcha this is a nice burger joint.
Turn right.
Burgerino. Take your little dust bath to Burgerino. Just the entire day's worth of calories. I'm not going to go on and on about the calories. I had burgers today and that's a lot of calories. It's like all of them. I was reserved. Not much I scooped up, but it still was like 800, almost 900 calories in one meal.
Turn left.
It's crazy. Apparently, these little shrines look good looking, like cute little mini churches. Greece is a Catholic country, and they put up these little shrines where people died in car accidents. Fucking morbid. So I was like, I asked my friend, like, what are these things? And he was like, yeah, it was a traffic accident. There's a bunch of them. So there's that. Alright, entering the depot. We got the checklist. The lift axles go up. It's not very dark, so we can keep the beacons off. And then we just cruise right on through. Same old place. I think this is the only spot where we can unload here. I haven't gotten any other spot, even though the depot is very big. Bottom line, it's nice and simple. There we are. Alright, stats for the job. We went from this place to Athens. I know that. Shuttle Cola to Vilco. 471 kilometers, so same as last one, almost. Spent a little bit more gas this time. No damage, thankfully, for 40 minutes. Rating was 3.5 stars. Pretty normal. Made a bit more money for this cargo. 13,000. Taxes, no damages, couple toll gates. Revenue was 10,681. So not bad. Alright, that was it for today. Thank you for taking the time with this. I really appreciate it. Take care of yourself. Bye.